A couple years ago, I was living in Portland, and my mom had told me that it was mission territory. Dr. Alveda King is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece. And she was in town to speak at the Oregon Right to Life convention. It must have been very poorly advertised, because if there were only 40 people there to see this very famous woman, or the niece of a very famous man, who was a pro-life activist. And here she was speaking on behalf of unborn children. And during her talk, it occurred to me that that was my mission. I had heard that Planned Parenthood was moving their Western Oregon headquarters to a predominantly black neighborhood of Portland. Someone asked her, what could we do to stop this from happening in our own community? She said, the answer to stopping this Planned Parenthood in your community is in this room. I figured out who the person was who had invited her to speak there, and I told him that I'm here at your service. I'm ready to do whatever you need to do. Every day after work, I started going to this empty lot where the building was going to be built. So I started standing there by myself, and I would have my cell phone with me and call my friends to say, hey, come on, I'm down here right now. There's tons of cars going by. I'm just trying to talk to these people walking by, and they're walking across the lot to go home. What I would say is, hey, do you know why I'm standing here? Do you know what they're going to do in this lot? They're going to build a building where they kill unborn black babies. I was on fire. I really felt like this was not me doing this. I was a body, I was a vehicle for the Holy Spirit to work through. And I had the energy, I had the youth, I had the time. You know, I could be out there doing this. And I had a certain confidence too that maybe I wouldn't normally have had. Okay, partly I feel like I shouldn't be saying this because it's so unpolitically correct to say this. Because you're not supposed to protect the unborn. You're supposed to just be quiet and let it happen because that's a woman's right, you know? But that is precisely why I was there, because the predominant culture in this country is trying to very powerfully, subtly suppress the voices who are speaking for the unborn, and I will not succumb to that. And I have the courage to speak out about it sometimes. And so at those times, I want to tell other people, it's okay, I'm here. You can come stand with me because I'm here and I'm not afraid. We started making signs. We had, you know, the signs that you read this part, you read another part, you read another part, and we had the other ones going the other way, so identical signs going both ways. We had Muslims out there, we had Catholics out there, we had Protestants out there, we had Hispanics, we had blacks, we had you know, whites. We had every walk of life, men, women, children. Yesterday, on January 23rd, I believe that it was Saturday, January 23rd or 24th, a Protestant black minister led the first ever Portland March for Life down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. More than any other population in the country, blacks are killed by abortions. So I do not believe that Martin Luther King would be proud of what's going on right now. I think he would see that his civil rights movement had gone astray. I wanted the neighborhood to be informed and to be empowered to be able to speak against this. But Planned Parenthood doesn't care because they say they're serving the neighborhood, but the neighborhood doesn't actually want them there, but they're going to build anyway. They broke ground a few months ago. If you're a true Catholic, you're a nonconformist, because you're not going to be believing what the majority of the population believes. And you're not going to be living the way the majority of the population lives. Joan of Arc inspires me.
you.